Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so thank you for coming tonight for the talk. And I'm just gonna introduce myself shortly. I'm the founder of Connect the Funk, and tonight I'm your host for this little talk that we're gonna have with DJ CutNice, OG, from the Dutch hip hop scene here. So give it up for him. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. And so supportive. Thank you. So I wanted to interview you today. Because I've talked with other OGs from the hip hop scene, Paulo Nunes, Michael Walker, Hakan, and other Lloyd, for example, also Benny, and I think I know, but because it's a fact that you were also part of the scene in the 80s. I understand that you started in the mid 80s to
with DJing. I started in the mid 80s, 85. But before I was DJing, I was also dancing.
Nice.
I started with dancing as a b-boy.
And who sparked you like this curiosity to try out breaking before DJing? Who inspired you?
Who inspired me?
Yeah, or like.
Oh, especially the older guys in the neighborhood, you know.
Yeah.
The first time when I saw breaking was on television, I think.
Okay.
Yeah. Back then you got a music station on the TV, and it was called Afro Stoppel.
Afro Stoppel.
You remember that?
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
Yeah, it's a long time ago.
In the 70s.
Yeah.
70s.
In the 70s.
Yeah, okay.
And the first time I saw breaking was, I think, the video clip of Herbie Hancock with Grandmaster T.O.D.
Okay.
The record called Rocket.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was in the time from MTV, TMF. And
It's before, way before. Yeah, way before. Way before.
Okay,
Because in the Netherlands you got only 3 channels.
Yeah, I know.
No, 2.
Two channels.
Yeah, two channels, and the
Which
third
one?
channel came in the beginning 90s.
Okay.
Nederland 1 en 2.
Oh, that you
yeah.
mean, okay.
So really early, really early.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because-
so
Because later, when TMF came,
Yeah.
the first video on MTV was from Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, I know.
Wow.
We all were sitting in front of the screen, you know, looking at the time from, okay,
Oh,
this is
really?
going to
Waiting for it.
Because I
Wow.
know the record from Heavy and Cop with the puppets. Yes.
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 Crazy.
Rocket. Yes.
Crazy.
No, but I'm born in the 70s, in the
You born in
90s.
70s.
Yeah,
Okay.
in 1971.
Okay.
To be specific, and my father's from Suriname,
Okay.
and my mother's from French Guyana,
Okay.
and they came in Holland in the late 60s,
Okay.
you know, and cause I think, yeah, you saw an old biography of me,
Yes.
and that's said that I was born in Suriname, but that's not true.
Oh, okay.
You know, the guy that write biography.
The bio.
Yeah, the bio.
It was a
He
mis-
put Suriname, but
Oh, but you're born and raised in Rotterdam.
Rotterdam, yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice.
In 1971.
Okay, and did you go back and forth sometimes to your
To Suriname?
Suriname?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and then at the age of 4, my father passed away. You know, he was one of the 33 casualties in a big train accident here in Rotterdam. So there was a big impact in the family. But my father was always, the man in the house with the music. You know, go out with his friends on the Saturdays, buy records, and then Sunday, everybody came to our house because my father was the only man in the neighborhood with a turntable. You know, een platenspeler wat we call, you know, so pick up, you know, a console with a bunch of records. And then when the record's finished, the other record
Yeah.
get on the pickup.
Yeah.
And my father was the only guy in the neighborhood who had that. So
Okay.
the Saturday he went to the city, buy his funk records, soul, you know, and also Suriname, you know, because yeah.
I can remember a small one in Suriname. I was say in the beginning from the 60s. My father had also a player with records.
Okay.
And I grew up with only music.
With only music, yeah.
I know a lot about music.
Yeah, and that's the thing. What we got back then, music, you know, music and playing outside.
Yes, yes.
So, so you would say that this was your earliest in touch to the music, funk, soulful music.
Yes,
It was from your dad.
From my dad and my mom.
And your mom.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then after my dad passed away, my mother carried on that tradition.
Okay.
You know, I understand that later when I was big, you know, bigger, because every Sunday she was playing the music in the house.
Yes.
You know, and Saturdays she would go to the record shop. And I went with her, you know, when I was little, you know, going to the big city, Rotterdam, Kruiskade. You got a lot of record shop over there back then in the 70s.
Yes.
And also the funny thing about the record shop, downstairs you got a record shop, and upstairs was a barber shop.
Okay.
You remember that?
A barber shop?
Yeah,
On
the
top
barber
of
shop.
the
Yeah,
record?
yeah.
They were sharing like two business in one place?
Yeah, but it was one owner.
Oh, wow, so the owner was loving the
yeah.
music and he said, let me mix both.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, so when I went with my mom to the shop, the first thing I had to do is cut my hair, and then she go downstairs, you know, looking for records.
That's
and
so
I
nice.
finished, I'm gonna look for my mom, you know, and then so for okay, yeah, you can listen, you know.
And how, do you remember the name of that place?
No, I. No. Yeah, it was a lot, but I remember one name that I call Aunt Millie, you know, because he was more like a friend of my mother.
Ah, okay.
And she was the owner of the shop, so.
So you were really young. How
Yeah.
old were you, more or less, back at that time?
Like 5, 6, because my father passed away when I was 4 years old.
Okay.
You know, it was 5, 6 years. At the age of 7, my mom bought my own pickup, you know. I get my own pickup at the age of 7.
Okay.
And I remember my first record that I get was from a German Schlager house artist called, what's the name? Benny, I don't know, Benny something.
Okay.
But the title of the song was, I got 2 friends. Ik heb 2 vrienden. Ik heb 2 vrienden, jij en ik.
Okay.
That's old record.
Really old.
But that was my first record.
Wow, you still have it?
Yeah, I still have it. It's
Nice.
45, yeah.
Okay, the small one.
Yeah, the small one.
Nice. And I have a question, like, because you started really early in getting in touch with the music. It was from the family. It was a tradition,
Yes.
even at your home. When did you start really like playing more seriously, like, you know, with your friends or training, you know, like your skills? Did you have any mentor, or did you go? Well, I don't know if there was classes of DJ classes. I don't think so. I don't know.
No.
And how did you learn, or how did you master the skills?
Now, I have to go back, you know, because the first time when I heard that record, you know, Rocket,
Yes.
and I heard scratching.
Okay.
Now, I was always think that they do with a zip of his
zipper.
jacket.
Oh.
You know,
Okay, like a zipper.
because when I saw the video clip, I saw that he was doing with a record, and it was mind blowing for me. I was like,
Oh, you
wow.
thought it was a zipper, like
Yeah.
from the jacket?
Yeah.
It makes sense,
And
though.
And we always imitate that, you know.
And I may interrupt you before that. You have a Grandmaster Flash with the Furious 5. You know that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But the first scratch on the record was Herbie Hancock, Rocket.
Yes?
It was the first time, yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and so we were already dancing on that record, breaking, you know.
Yes.
And but I was not as good as a dancer like my friends and like my brother, you know. In '85 or in '84 we moved back to Rotterdam,
Yeah.
and so I met a lot of friends like Lloyd, you know, and later we heard that we were cousin.
Oh,
Yeah.
you were friends before knowing your
Yeah,
cousins.
we were
That's
playing as
great.
friends,
Yeah.
but then his mom came to our door and said, yo, you know, the guys that play with each other are not friends, they are cousins, because his father
Yeah.
is my little brother's, my father's little brother.
Oh,
Yeah.
so it's from the father's
Yeah, so my
side.
uncle always told me, yo, I got a son in Rotterdam named Lloyd, but I don't know where he lived.
Oh.
And yo, it was
Destiny.
all the, yeah, it was destiny. And all those years we were playing together.
That's so cool.
And so I met Eli. He was living in the back of the house with me, you know, one street away. And he was already rapping. And he brought me to the old record store in Rotterdam and in Amsterdam. Because he always had dope music, you know. And the thing, back then we got like a cassette tape.
Yeah.
And he was filling our cassette tape. And I was like, well, yo, I don't want a cassette tape. I want to also buy records, you know. Bring me to the spots. And he was like, nah. Weet je.
Do you know Walpo? The
Sorry?
place Walpo?
Wow, Pau.
Yes.
This is a studio, right?
The studio.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gravendijkswal.
Nee, Martin is alarm.
Of Martinezla, yes,
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
yes.
Now you know Unique?
Unique.
Yeah.
I know Unique from this
Okay.
this age.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's from my neighborhood.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know Frankie Brundle?
Frankie Burley, I know
Okay.
everybody. Trust me.
Because I grew up with Frankie Brundle also. Right?
Yeah?
It's from my age. He's older than you. Frankie's older than you.
Frankie's older than me, I know.
I know.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Okay.
So you mentioned Eli as
Yeah.
your neighbor.
Yeah.
He was the person that introduced you to the record stores
Mhm.
and seeking for music.
Yes.
So, but he was a DJ also.
No,
He was a friend.
No, we, because back then we all addicted to hip hop.
Yeah.
You know, like LL Cool J, Ron DMC, and if you want to get music, you have to buy records.
Yes.
If you want to get the music. So he was already buying records. So after a long discussion, he was like, okay, you really want this, right? I said, yeah. I said, okay, come along. So he took me to the record shop, and my first record that I bought was I think the first album from Ice-T. And then when we buy records, we went to his house, and he got a turntable,
Oh, he had.
and then we played the records and also scratching.
Oh man.
And one day, you know, we were doing that for months, year after year. And at the moment, I got more records than him. So I was the guy in the neighborhood
That had the most records.
the most record. And he was like, yo, you're also good at, sorry.
No worries.
Because he saw that I got skills. He was like, yo, why don't do more with it, you know? So I was buying 2 turntables. You know, at that time I got a job, you know, bringing newspapers.
Oh yeah, the little job like
And in the morning bringing newspapers, at night
playing.
work it in a supermarket, filling all the closet with food and stuff like that. So I can buy records, you know, and my equipment.
Okay, so you were like really all the money that you got from the jobs that you had, you were investing it in your passion, in records, and until today, like Do you, because now we changed like to like computer, we can download music. Did you stop like buying records, or is it something that you still do for remembering like the feeling like before, you know, like it's so different, so different, like I guess.
I still buying records, but not that much. Like
it's expensive, right?
it's expensive,
and it's, yeah.
you know, and it's a lot easier
to just download.
Yeah.
Yeah, and did you play vinyl only, like for a period of time? When did you change or transition into playing also like a digital?
Oh, like I think like 20 years ago. Yeah, 20 years ago. I got introduced with digital vinyl by a good friend of mine, DJ Rocket. You know, he was one of the first DJ in Europe with Miraldo.
Oh.
And he was like, yo, CutNice, you should try this, because you're traveling all around the world with your records, with your vinyl.
That's really heavy.
It's heavy, but this is much better for you, I think. And the most important thing, you got it's not very different from vinyl, because it's the same thoughts. Because to be honest, I hate playing with CDJs, you know.
You hate it?
Yeah, because I did it for 2 years, but you know, I get used to play vinyl, you know, and if you then play CDJs, that's a different thought. So.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
But
no, but yeah. So Rocket hooked me up, and I was like, yeah, this is it, you know, and I never went back.
Yeah, because I feel like there's very few people nowadays playing pure vinyl. Last time I invited Mr. Sweet.
Oh yeah.
And he's also really known for scratching and everything. And I saw him playing vinyl, real vinyl. And you know, I'm 29, so I never lived like a party or anything where I saw real vinyl, people like playing with real vinyl. For me, it was like a whole experience to see it, how he plays the records while he was playing, just to choose, I guess, like which one is next, and plays it differently, just to, you know,
digging in the crates.
Exactly, like to be faster to place it, and for me, that's a whole journey. Like, I'm curious. Like the ritual that you will have to do to prepare a gig, for example, before versus now, like when you stopped playing pure vinyl, like because
I still play vinyl.
Okay, fine.
Like, but not very often, like I used to play back in the days.
Okay.
No, and if I play vinyl, I rather play the little one, the 7-inch.
Oh, the small ones.
The small ones, because they are not so heavy. So.
That's nice.
I'm an old man now, you know. So
But did you have like a certain ritual? Let's say preparing the gig, like two different, like pure vinyl, and then with the computer. There's a difference on preparation the day before, or just, you know.
Now,
for the gig or the party.
The different thing is, you know, if you do a set with vinyl, you have to go into the crates or to the record shelf and to dig, you know. And with a computer, you know, you got, I got like, in the computer I got like more than 20,000 tracks, so it's scrolling, listening.
But then you have like thousands here, but then before you really had to choose what, like, you cannot have 2,000 videos with you.
No, that's true,
So the feeling of safety or prepared, like, do I have enough music? I have a friend, Michelle, he's our DJ from Connect the Funk, and he's like, you know, do I have enough music for the gig? This feeling must be really different when you're like with vinyl or like just the computer, right?
Yeah, that is, you know, and you have to do with what you got, you know.
Right,
and but you know, the best part of it is that is you get the best part out of yourself, you know, because you got only a few, and But most of the time, this is where the making happened, you know. And now you got, yeah, DJs got on the music on the ESB, tons of music, you know, and you know it's different.
Yeah.
May I say something?
Yes, of course, you
When
can.
you make a playlist, and it depends from the atmosphere also, right?
Yeah,
Because
cause
the atmosphere
like
can change, then you have to change also.
yeah.
Yes,
Now
yes.
what I do, you know, a lot of people ask me for do you always prepare for a jam or for an event
Exactly.
or festival? I don't prepare at all.
Ah,
No, because it's the moment.
Yes, the
You
moment.
know,
Yes.
I can prepare a set at home, you know, but it's not gonna be.
So nice.
No, I can
know.
prepare a set, but I got in mind. But at the moment, at the spot,
Yes.
it's a whole different thing.
Yeah, I
you
know.
know,
I
and
know.
you know,
Yes.
and you can also, well, I can also pick the DJs out who do that, you know,
Okay. Yes.
because that's another skill.
It
You know,
is.
to
it is.
play in the moment
Yeah.
for the
Adapt.
crowd,
I was
read
also
the
a
crowd.
DJ.
Read
You
the
know,
crowd.
I was also
DJs don't do that anymore often.
Yeah,
you
I
know,
was
reading
also
it.
DJ
Okay.
from soul parties.
Okay.
Ah,
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, soul parties.
Ah,
Also,
nice.
also, hè?
Oh,
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Wendy Lane, Arthur Conley.
Okay. Or maybe you know my maybe you know my uncle,
Who's he?
Ronald Walden.
I know him too. Of
Yeah,
course I know.
that's
crazy.
my uncle.
How small is this?
Yeah, he's a famous soul DJ.
Okay,
Oh,
okay,
wow.
Yeah, he's a famous
Yes.
soul
So
DJ.
it's really in the
Yes.
family.
I know.
Crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
Artistic family.
Okay.
Crazy. So you really, I really love that you are going with the vibe. You reading
Yeah.
the dancers or the people in the room. Like, do you see like a difference, for example, on how you used to read the crowd, how the crowd behaves towards the DJ also versus now? Like,
Yeah.
there's
Yeah, because back then, you know, when I, before I was DJing, or in the beginning when I was DJing, I was also listening to other DJs, you know, the older DJs, you know, and I was always curious, okay, what kind of records you play now, you know, what's going to do with the crowd, and if he plays something new or a record I didn't know, I go to the DJ and ask. Back then, the DJs were schooling you at the dance floor.
oh yeah.
The DJs were the teacher,
Yes.
Crazy.
you know. And now now you got more people that want to treat the DJ like a jukebox. You know, now the people
Yeah.
standing in front of with a phone. Can you play this track?
Yeah, that's
Can you play this? Can you play
annoying.
that?
Yeah, I understand. Like, how do you deal with, because this is something I speak a lot with my friends, DJ friends, and it's, for me, it's like, it's disrespectful, right? Because you have it's an art, it's your job, it's an art, the way you express yourself. And like you said, people treating you like a jukebox nowadays. It's like, how, does this happen more now than before?
Yeah, because back then when we go out, we always were excited for, okay, we go out, you know, this is a hip hop jam or disco. Okay, what kind of music the DJ gonna play? You know, he was not playing all the time good music, but when he played music, that one moment, that was gold. You know,
Yes, yeah.
and we respected that. You respected that, you know, and now, you know, it's a whole different vibe. It's a whole different thing. You know.
Question.
Yes.
Sometimes I have the feeling, but I'm not sure if it's true. Like back in the days, the crowd would come for the DJ,
For the DJ.
and now it feels more like DJ has to come for the crowd.
Yeah, you can say it in that way. Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, it feels like the music is just filling the vibe, you know, filling the room, so people will move and just have a good time instead of really appreciating the DJ as an artist, you know, like, I think that it's a bit lost,
Yes.
with the new generations. With the thing is, I don't know why. Is it the commercialization of?
Yeah, but it's also the
Music.
time we're
Yes.
living in.
Yes.
You know, because
Social
now everybody,
media.
social media.
Yes, yes.
Spotify. We have
Yes,
Spotify.
yes.
We have like, okay, so yeah, it's really
You know,
sad.
if you go on YouTube and
You have everything.
you choose, okay, I want to listen to David
Yes.
Guetta, you
Yes.
see tons of clips,
Yes.
festivals where you play, and you watch that. And now, you know, back then, if you want to hear good music, or if you want to hear music,
to move.
you have to move, you have to go
move.
out,
Yes.
you know, you have to go to a club.
Yes, yes.
You know, if you go to a club, you want to get in contact with girls, you know, you have to dance,
Yes, you
you
have to
know,
dance.
you
Yeah,
know,
you have to
yeah,
dance. Yeah.
impress,
Yeah.
you know, you dress well,
Yes.
you know,
Yes.
Yeah, I heard
and
this.
nowadays,
but
you know,
yeah. You don't have to dress up or
No.
anything. Just with the app Tinder, you get the girls. I'm sorry, but yeah,
Yes.
the times have changed a lot, and this is a very good point. For me, I hear from OGs, like I asked, for example, Mr. Wiggles, OG from the States,
From the States,
like,
yeah.
oh, how do you bring the community together? Like, how do you really build community and bring people together? And he said, throw a big party. And I was like, huh? Yeah, just throw a big party and people will, you know, gather for that and just connect and socialize and stuff. So my question is, what parties did you go or play back in the days in Rotterdam that you really feel that they were really memorable parties where
Yeah.
maybe dancers or people will connect more and exchange, where, for example, you will see poppers, rockers, breakers getting down crazy on the dance floor.
yeah, you know, at the end of the 80s, beginning 90s, you know, the hip hop went a little bit.
Yeah, down the
Yeah, and people were not
stopped a
dancing
bit.
no more on the streets. You know, breaking was already not done. You know, so you got hip hop parties. You know, and so we went to the club, and then we danced. You know, just dancing, no breaking. You know, cause everyone,
dancing,
yeah,
like,
just dancing.
yeah.
You know, and sometimes there were breakers. You know, but I remember when I was DJing, and all the people, you know, like Lloyd, and Mario's my little brother.
Oh, okay.
You didn't know that, right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's my little brother.
Okay.
All the guys from the neighborhood. My room was downstairs, so I got downstairs my turntables and my records. And people, every Friday I went to the city,
Yeah.
buy my records, and was playing my records, and I opened up my window.
Oh.
Everybody was dancing in front of my house.
What?
Yeah.
Because you were playing.
Yeah, I was always practicing.
Yeah.
You know, and for
That's so
example,
cool.
I was always playing and practicing, and if the guys hear a good record, they would knock on the window.
What?
And that means, well, play the record again. You know? Yeah, for real.
So you open the window, you just
Yeah.
let the neighborhood all
Yeah.
come, and they will come just to.
Yeah.
And
Enjoy
people
it.
were chilling
Yeah.
outside
Yeah.
with your music. That's so
And
special.
they were also rehearsing in front of my door.
What?
Yeah. Ask Lloyd about it. You know,
Where,
but,
what neighborhood was that in Rotterdam?
in the east side.
In the east.
Yeah, Rotterdam East.
Okay.
And then soon people here in the centrum hear about it. So you got guys, you know, like for example, like Clayton, McCool, you know, the dance from Death Drive, the Supersonic Crew, you know, Chaos.
Okay.
They all went.
Well, in Kralingen.
Unique, yeah.
Kralingen.
No, Oostervlak.
Okay, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
They all came through, yeah.
So they were like, jamming basically
Jamming,
in the street neighborhood because you were playing
Yeah.
there. That was so. And how long did that happen? For how long? It was just maybe 1 year. It was a long time. Like.
I don't know, but it was for a long time, you know, and back then I was doing that, you know, because I was the only guy in the neighborhood besides Eli that was buying records, you know, and soon that I was buying a lot of records,
Yes.
Eli stopped
Hey,
with
Joker,
buying
how are
records
you?
because he was like, no, you buying all the records, I don't have to buy it, so I gotta copy it with a cassette tape. You know?
What? That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, and and then later I learned DJ DCS.
DCS.
DCS is
Okay.
a guy from Rotterdam, and he was already 3 times champion, Dutch champion of Netherlands.
Okay. Okay.
So he became a sort of mentor
For you?
for me,
Okay.
together with his nephew,
Okay.
DJ Too Strong.
DJ Too Strong.
Yeah, and he was like, okay, if you wanna, and he already played at big parties in Rotterdam.
Oh, okay.
And
What parties? Do you remember some names?
Yeah, you got a space in the west of Rotterdam called B80.
Okay.
On a spaceball. Nee?
Space,
Imperium.
yeah, but that was later.
Ja, oké.
Dat was later.
Ja, spaceball 5
Ja,
achteraan.
space in Kralingen, but
Okay.
B80.
Ja, ja, ja.
And he was like, well, okay, if you want to DJ at the parties, you have to practice. So we were practicing very hard, me and DJ Too Strong. And then he said, well, okay,
Now you're
we're
ready.
gonna battle each other.
Battle in what? DJ?
Yeah, because you wanna play, earn your spot.
What?
Yeah, but that's how it was back
But
then.
you battle DJing.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy.
And then so we were battling each other. And then later, few years later, I also became a battle DJ. So I went to other neighborhoods, battling DJ, did local competition.
DJ competitions.
Yeah, DJ competitions.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
And
was
that's how I craft my skills.
Okay, and there were many like battles.
Yeah. You got a lot. Yeah, you got a lot.
Yeah, crazy.
Pak eens toe.
And DJ DCS already got a party that's called Flavor of the Month.
Flavor of the month.
Yeah, and it was in the Fladder, where now the G-Star store is, in the Lijnbaan. You know the G-Star store? Downstairs?
G-Star store? Okay.
No. No,
Oh, in Lijnbaan.
Yeah, Lijnbaan.
Oh yeah, okay, I know. Okay, I know now.
Yeah. And that was called the Fladder. And he was already doing a party over there for like...
Oh, flirt with V.
Yeah.
Okay, flirt.
With
My
a
Dutch,
V.
sorry. Okay, the flirt.
And he
Flag
was
is
already-
also a wing, eh? A wing.
Okay.
Yes.
So
He
there
was
a
already
party.
doing parties for like 200-300 people every month.
200 people?
Yeah, 200-300 people every month.
Crazy.
So he was like, well, okay, if you want to play there, battle each other, and I pick a winner. So we battle, and he was like, now, you know what? I'm gonna be soft. You both can come play.
Oh, but he was just testing
Yeah.
you both,
Yeah,
like
but he was
pushing
testing.
you to,
Yeah.
but actually
Yeah.
he will give the chance for
And
both.
that was like
Nice.
in the 90s, 90, 91.
Okay.
And this is one of my first
Gigs.
gig.
Big gigs.
Big
like,
gig.
yeah.
And that's how it started for me.
Okay, so you
Yeah.
were at that time 19, 20 years old?
No, younger, I was younger.
Okay.
I think.
No, 91,
yeah,
91,
yeah.
then 20,
Yeah, 20, yeah.
20 years old.
Yeah, 20 years
Very-
old, yeah,
Still
yeah.
very young though,
Yeah.
still very young. And what genres did you play mostly? Back in the days it was mostly hip hop, break beats, it was more funk music, it was more...
it was hip hop.
Hip hop.
Yeah,
Pure
hip hop. And then later, swing beat. And then later, it was less hip hop. But for me, it was always hip hop.
Okay.
But you got also a period, an area they play dancehall music, bobbling.
Yeah, the
and
famous
that,
bubbling.
Yeah, and that killed the vibe in Rotterdam for hip hop.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh wow. And
But-
and how did you like start to, because nowadays you play more than hip hop.
Mhm.
You can hear like a lot of soulful music and really also disco, even like funk music. That's something that came later, or you always also played sometimes.
No, because I grew up with it, with
Yeah, that's
disco,
the thing.
funk.
You said it.
Yeah. So I
At
was,
home.
yeah, and I got all the records. I already got it at home for my mom and my dad.
So you were taking your family records
Yeah.
to to
Yeah.
play. Man, okay.
No, but yeah, for me, I always play hip hop and R&B, you know, and later I became friends, you know, with guys that work in the record store, DJ Paul Elstalk, Michel Dai, you know, they are big names now, you know, in the dance scene. But they always say, yo, CutNice, play house music, you know, because you can get more gigs, more money. And I was like, no,
No. Staying true to yourself,
yeah,
like, to the music that
I
really...
don't want to spend money on house records.
Okay. Okay, nice. And I have, I'm curious about maybe some peer of like DJs or like friends or, you know, that, for example, I don't know, DJ Rock Manga or like, are they, like, what other DJs from the same period of time did you have the chance to exchange or like, you know?
What, back then?
Back then.
No, because
mostly Rotterdam.
yeah, and then later, but it was later, you know, with I think the first IBE.
Okay.
I saw more DJs outside Rotterdam.
Oh, okay.
You know, so like Mr. Sweet.
Okay.
You know, that
but
was.
you're very close, like the Hague and Rotterdam is so close. It's okay.
No, and later I became friends with DJ Rock Manga,
Okay.
you know, and Lucas Benjamin, guys like that. Before they were DJ, he was a breaker, so he danced on my music, you know. So
yeah, so it's different generation,
yeah, different generation.
Later generation.
But I always invited them in the DJ booth to look how it works, you know, because they were always curious, you know, which record I was playing.
And what was that? Was it in events, like you said, in IBE, or was it?
Yeah, IBE, spin-off, jamming on beat. You know, that was the jam from Mr. Sweet. Yeah.
Yes. Because Mr. Sweet is more or less the same age.
The same age.
But I don't know if you guys started at the same time or more or less at the same time or later.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No,
okay.
I don't know.
But I'm just curious. But nice. Okay.
But I think we started at the same time. You know, because we both started as an addict of hip hop.
Yeah.
You know, addicted to the music, buying records. You know, because at the time in the beginning when I was buying records, I was not with the idea I buy records to become DJ.
No,
I was
you
buying
love
records
this.
because I loved music.
And how did this career come to you? Like, because it feels like the career came to you.
No, because my homie Eli, you know, he was showing that that I got the skills, you know, and he was like, "Oh, yo, you must do more with it. You can do more with it, you know. Not only buy records, but play at parties, you know, grab your skills. Maybe you can maybe later you can DJ for me, because he was already rapping, you know, MCing, you know, and that's how I started." And he was like, "Oh, yo, if you start, you have to also came up with a DJ name."
Yeah, and how did CutNice,
Yes.
the DJ CutNice?
Yes, because back then I got a lot of, I was buying a lot of records, you know, from Just Nice. You got also artists Nice Smooth, it was Greg Nice, and you got D Nice. And Eli was always telling for, "Yo, you're really good with the cuts. You know, the cuts, you scratch." And one day I was thinking, he was saying it again, I was thinking, okay, maybe I can do my name CutNice.
Okay.
You know?
So you can.
Yeah.
Nice. It's now I know, because I was like, CutNice, how like okay, it comes from that. So actually your friend, you figured out with your friend actually. It's really funny because people names also usually are come from like a nickname, someone that gave it to you, right? A little bit. So actually this was a bit similar. So that's nice. And my question is, during your career, because pursuing this DJ career, it must have been very hard at times. Like, what are the biggest hardships or like obstacles or that you found throughout your career as a DJ? And and how did you overcome those like hardships or obstacles? Let's say.
The hardest part for me was the beginning, making a name out myself, you know, letting people know that I'm here. And what I did back then, I was already making mixtapes. So I make mixtapes, went to the record store, put my mixtape over there. So, you know, can you sell my mixtapes? I put 10 mixtapes over there, and we got a 50-50 deal. You know, 50% for me, 50% for the store. You know, and that was the hardest part. You know, that letting people know CutNice is out there. You know.
And how long did it take for you, like, to say how long you did that, like to say, oh, I'm gonna every week bring a mixtape, or like how long did that period of time take for you?
I think not so long, because like I already told, you know, I was one of the residents of the party Flavor of the Month from DCS.
Yes.
So a lot of people were already there, and at the time, you know, I played. Yeah, I did.
Great,
yeah.
Still,
I don't want to brag, you know.
No, but you're here, and we all know
so
you. And
everybody was okay. Who's that? Who's that guy? Yeah, it's CutNice, you know. And so I was making a name, you know, in the scene, and also outside Rotterdam, you know. And then later, you know, when the first IB in Nighttown, you know, was I think in 98 of 89 of 98. That was the first IBE in Nighttown, and yeah, that's where I blew up.
Okay.
You know, because there was a battle. You know.
Nighttown, like the 90, the video I sent you.
Yeah.
What was that? 91.
Yeah, but.
Nighttown.
Yeah, but the first IB was in 98.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, 98.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know, you got a battle. I was playing music, and then spontaneous battle starts. You know, the guys from Paris against the guys from the States. You know, a Rockforce crew, I think. And I think the battle was like 30 minutes, 40 minutes long. And I was just playing music, and the guys were battling, you know. I was playing hip-hop music, funk, you know, even R&B, you know, because I was always, the thing about me, just because all my friends were dancing in front of my house,
yes.
You know, not everybody was breaking and can break, but also dancing.
Like stand up, like,
yes.
More social dancing instead of like.
Yeah, and the guys who were breaking, they were dancing on every type of music. You know, they were breaking on hip hop, if it was R&B, jazz, soul, whatever. And I was like, well, okay, if Lloyd, Mario, Paulo can dance on this song, then people can also dance on that song. Like, that was my mind state. You know, so I was always going back
to what you saw, and like in your neighborhood, how people reacted to your music,
and bring it to the club or to the events. You know, and that was also a hard thing to do, because not everybody was amused that I was doing that. You know, because especially b-boys, you know, there were a lot of b-boys who were like, oh no, we only want to hear breaks, you know, we want to dance on breaks. You know, and I was like, okay, Paulo and Mario, my cousin and my brother can dance
to this,
so why you can dance?
You're so stubborn that you just want to,
No, but it was a blessing for me in the sky, you know, that the crews from France and the States were battling and doing that. And the manager of Rockforce crew was filming, so he filmed the whole battle. And he asked Tyrone permission for, you know, I want to make a videotape of this. Can I do that? And Tyrone said, yeah, but only on one condition. Only if you put on the title, Rotterdam, Nighttown.
Oh.
And he did that. He made the videotape of it, and the tape went the whole
Viral, like what we call
worldwide.
viral.
Yeah. And I was also in the video, so you see me spinning and
Crazy. So that was a boom
yeah,
for you
that
in your
was,
career.
Yeah,
like,
that was a boom in my career, you know.
That's crazy. That's
And
crazy.
then later, 2005, we got a battle with Korea and America, and that was going sky high. Because that video went viral, and
Also.
yeah, and then that's yeah, that got me at big stages.
So for you, let's say IBE was the pivotal like jump
Yeah.
in your career.
Yeah, but I think it was a two-way word, you know, because I also help IB because
Of course, they
not
would.
playing so good, you know.
Of course, without
Yeah.
music, you know,
Yeah.
there are no dancers dancing, right?
Yeah.
So of course, it was mutual. It was great.
No, but it was a blessing for me in the sky, you know.
I mean, it was like I don't remember like what was the first edition of IBE? It was '98, you said.
Yeah, 98, yeah.
So until now, it's been like many years, decades. So if it was the beginning, you know, it's like everything new. You know, it's just different. Yeah, the vibe. So nice. I had just more of a personal question in terms of life lessons for you, like throughout your journey. What values, what hip hop values, or what just personal values have been accompanying you? My English, sometimes I invent some words. Going with you, like, and that are a staple for you, like it's a pillar value that you always have in your mind, just whenever you play or take decisions. What values are for you?
Yeah, I can only speak of myself,
Yes.
but what I always do, you know, always play from my heart,
Yes.
and always play with joy and the passion. Back then, I was not thinking about, you know, I want to be a big DJ and make big money, you know. I was always thought if I can play, you know, because that's what I love to do. You know, so yeah, that was a big pillar for me, you know.
Just being able to keep doing it because you love it.
Yeah,
Just
until now.
do what you
know,
love.
Do what you love, you know. Yeah.
That's really beautiful. And
Yeah.
what would you tell, for example, like new DJs, like because do you see new generation DJs really like digging into like hip hop music as you saw back in the days? People will dig in as hard, like, or like what would you tell the new generation DJs, let's say, from your...
There are views that doing that,
Okay.
you know, but it's a different time, you know, because back then you have to go out to the record store,
Yeah.
and now you can find the music on the internet, you know, and for example, if my neighbor wanna play music at a party,
Yeah.
she go on the internet, you know, pull up a USB stick, and she can say, I'm a DJ.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, but always, yeah, do what you love to do, follow your heart, your passion. You know, that's all the most important thing.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I think this it's applicable also for every art, right?
Yeah, and
Like-
also, you know, break boundaries.
Okay.
You know, because, you know, back then, I started with hip hop, you know, and with funk, and then later, you know, you had a jam. Back then was spin off,
Yeah.
and like I think now, like 15 years ago, it was also like IB, the event with competition, you know, with B-way competition, locking, popping, and They were the first doing record competition.
Oh, record.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and Trix, you know, came to me, oh, yo, CutNice, I want to do a record competition. The first competition in the Netherlands, but I can find no DJ who can do that because nobody want to do that.
Oh.
And I was like, well, okay, but I never play whacking for whacking competition. And I was like, well, what is that?
For whacking competition.
Yeah. And she was like, yo, this dance, you know, like folk, you know folk from Madonna,
Okay.
you know.
Yeah.
I said, oh, but I don't play that kind of music, you know, because there's also house music. So, no, it's more disco, funk.
Disco funk, yeah.
But you know what? I'm gonna send you some YouTube links so you can see. So I open up the links, you know, and I hear the music, and I was like, oh, but I got it at home, you know.
Yeah, from your.
Yeah. So I was calling Trix back for, okay, I think I can do it. And so that was like 15 years ago, I think. And then she did the first working battle. And Amber Vineyard from House of Vineyard in Amsterdam.
Mm-hmm.
She was in the judge, and she's a big pillar in the sea, in the working sea.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, well, okay, you want the DJ for the working battles? I said, yeah. I said, okay, what kind of music you got? And I was like, well, okay, look in my laptop and you see. And she was like, okay, oh no, that song, no, that song,
What?
no, we can do that. No, we can't do that. And I was like, oh damn, I'm working too nice for this, you know, to get this together. And he was, but she was kind. She was like, well, you know what? Here's my hard drive, you know, copy it, you know, and see what you can do with it.
Oh, really?
So I copied the hard drive, and yeah, so it was a bunch of music,
Okay.
you know, with all kind of music, disco music, funk. So I did for me it was exciting, you know, and the reggae community was back then was not so big.
Mm-hmm.
So I did it, and I did all the dances, you know, they liked it, how I play and how I did. And Amber said, yo, you did a great job.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's nice.
And from there, I, you know, set the tone, the limit for myself higher, you know.
The bar, yeah, you set your bar high.
Yeah, with different kind of music, you know, because back then nobody was playing Whitney Houston at the Vatican Battle.
Okay.
Nobody play a song like, for example, Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
It's not okay.
Oh, so you really said, oh, I'm just fuck it, let's say, and I'm just gonna play
Yeah,
it
but
anyway.
because I was like
Confident.
Yeah, because I also saw, you know, with the first Wacken battles that, okay, these people, they're doing something special, but they really can dance, you know, and but I think if you can dance on that song, you can also dance on this song, you know. So make it also a little harder for yourself and see if you can get the best of it out of you.
Oh.
You know?
So you actually through music challenging also the
Yeah.
dancer and bringing out something. It's
Yeah.
actually an exchange and like
yeah.
a communication. It's
Yeah,
like
but I always did that also with the B-boys, you know, because I was also the first DJ that played hip-hop music at B-boys event. Back then, nobody was doing that.
okay.
Nobody was doing that, so I brought all those hit records from Mobb Deep, Burn, Black Sheep.
Crazy.
I was the first one that playing that. Nobody was doing
Crazy. And I know you were the resident DJ for the 010 B-boys.
that. Yeah,
crew,
the
right?
no team.
Yeah, 010. Yeah. That was okay. Crazy. I think from my side, I ask you some questions. I don't know if you guys have some additional questions. Yeah, that you want to share. Yeah.
Thank you. I don't need the mic, but
Yeah, just.
yeah. So thanks for sharing your story, your experience. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
I wanted to know if you had a bit more detail about the battle you were mentioning earlier, the DJ battle.
Which battle?
It was in the
Fleur.
the thing of the month. I forgot how you.
Oh, Flavor of the Month. Oh, that was a party.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
but the DJ battles
Yeah.
were at youth centers back then. You know, so I have to go to different district.
Okay.
You know, to the youth center battle. And sometimes when it was like a DMC competition, it was back then the biggest DJ battle. It was in a club.
Okay.
You know.
And so do you play one after the other, or how is it? Is it back to back, or is
It was round to round.
Okay.
Yeah. So you play against another DJ, do your skills, you know, scratching, mixing, tricks,
Yeah.
you know, and then the judges decide for okay, you lose, you win,
Yeah.
then you go to the next round. Thank you for your question.
Okay, the bubbling, yeah, it was a big thing
it was
here.
a-
And there were
especially
battles
Rotterdam,
also.
yeah, battle.
Like I don't know if it was Amsterdam, Utrecht versus
Yeah,
Rotterdam. It was
but-
really heated battles about bubbling, like the dance. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, but I understand. I can say that, for example, some genres of dance, for example, for funk styles, let's say, popping and locking, they were also kind of absorbed by hip hop.
Yeah.
And the identity and the history of these styles were kind of shadowed because they all went into a whole one pot. Hip hop, because Beat Street, Wild Style, like all the commercialization, popularization of these of hip hop, let's say, everything went into one pot. So I understand that sometimes styles like, for example, bubbling also can also overshadow like a movement or a dance style like hip hop or even the music also.
Yeah, but you got different area because also in Rotterdam, in the beginning of the 90s, the big thing was hardcore. You know, house music, you know, gabber, you know, and even I went to those parties, you know.
You went to those parties?
Yeah, because I like the music, you know, but also the people who were there, you know. So to clear my head, you know.
I went once, Sparkzicht.
Parkzicht, yeah.
It was nice. I love the place. I love it. After 30 minutes, I left the place.
And that was also the only club that was like open 12 o'clock. It started at 9 o'clock in the night till 9 o'clock in the morning.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah,
Long
yeah,
party.
yeah,
You don't
yeah.
have those parties anymore. Huh?
No.
It's until 5 or 6. Crazy. But thank you so much for all the information. Oh, another question. Okay, last one. Yes, I'll go. Go with it.
So you've been DJing through quite some eras, quite some years. And
Next year, 40 years.
40 years!
Crazy. Crazy.
So I wonder, you've been experiencing a lot of like community vibes into parties in the 80s and 90s. Do you still feel the same vibe in some kind of parties or areas where you go?
Nice.
Yeah, sometimes, not always, but sometimes.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Where? I wanna go.
Yeah. My wife,
Yes.
she's also organizing parties. That's why I met my wife, you know.
Ooh. Okay.
Aww.
And so she doing a party in Mavis. It's called It's Cooking.
Oh, Mavis. Yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. Okay. So we should go to Mavis.
Yeah. So like last month, you know, it was one of the first times. She did a few parties over there. But like last month, you know, like more than 100 people. It's a little spot.
It is small.
It's small. But the vibe was so good, you know, and play hip hop, R&B, you know, and everybody was dancing.
It's a very small spot, but downstairs it is
Yeah,
also
but-
space.
Yeah, but the people who were there, they were like, well, okay, we want to come to dance, you know.
Yes.
And
Yeah, I saw you were playing. Also, Devris was playing. Dope DJ. Also, he's a breaker. Also, like, but yeah, I think I miss a lot parties like where I feel like, oh, I love this music.
30 December.
13, okay.
Yeah, 30 Friday. Yeah.
So tell us about your next projects or like next gigs where we can find you or nice parties so we can.
Tomorrow I'm gonna play also in Rotterdam. I forgot the name of the party.
I'm sorry. It's okay.
What's good happening?
Check it out in your Instagram.
Yeah,
maybe.
Instagram definitely. So yeah, tomorrow and then in December I'm gonna play cooking in Mavis.
Yeah. Okay. December.
Got also a party in Den Haag, I think. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Nice. So.
But check out my Instagram, you know,
Yeah,
because I'm
check
posting
out.
a lot.
Yeah,
What kind of
DJ
music you wanna
CutNice.
play? Different kind of style you gonna play?
What, like now? Of
Music.
Oh,
Different
music.
style.
no, like tomorrow is more 90s music.
Okay.
You know, so I'm playing 90s hip hop, R&B,
Okay.
no swing beat.
Funk.
Cause
You gonna play
Nah.
funk? Jazz funk?
No, 90s music.
Because the crowd, no, I don't know if the crowd is old enough to play that music.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
Yeah, but thank you so much.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
thank
thanks
you
for having me.
Thank you. So we're gonna have like 5 minutes now until you can set music, and now we're gonna party jam. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for
Let's go
inviting.
party.
Yes.
Party. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Kom, we hebben jullie
Nice.
komen.
Was het oké?